So this is a lesson on intermediate left hand position for classical guitar. And as an example today I'm going to use exercise number 10 from my ebook 20 Favorite Exercises, which you can get off of thisisclassicalguitar.com. But you can also just watch the video for free, but the book comes with notation, tab, fingering, tips, all those kinds of things. So most importantly, if we're going to go over an intermediate exercise, you should have gone over the other exercises in my book and watch the videos. And also just go to the website and check out the lesson tab so you learn what a good left hand position is, because really like practicing all these exercises without a good hand position isn't really good technique practice at all. So I'd highly recommend that, but then once you feel like you're ready for this exercise, the challenge in any progressive technique session, when I say progressive, I mean my book starts with like really easy exercises and then it goes to harder exercises. And as you go towards harder exercises, you try to maintain that excellent hand position that you started with the easy exercises. So you build up this nice hand position and then you learn to do all these different exercises while maintaining what you previously learned. So in this exercise, we're learning about keeping the hand position fairly secure, keeping the fingers close to the fingerboard, and also learning some tips that are required of playing counterpoint or two-voice music. So it also is just a great exercise to help secure the hand position. So the idea here is that you have a fixed finger. So in this first line, you have the first finger fixed on this string, on the third string. Then you play that finger, and you keep it down while you play the other notes. And then you play it again. So, one common problem with guitarists is that, if they're playing one note, their fingers are all over the place. But in this exercise, you have to keep this down while playing these other notes, which helps to encourage you to keep all your fingers kind of in position close to the strings. All the same rules apply here to other left-hand exercises. You want to try to play close to the fret as much as you can, playing your fingertips, so that means curved fingers. Try not to throw your wrist out too much. If it's a little bit of a strain doing the exercise down in first position, you can easily just move it up here. It's just a finger pattern, right? It's just a finger pattern that you can move around the guitar anywhere you like. The second line is just the second finger is fixed. So you rest your second finger on the third string and then you go through all of them. This is a little bit harder. So it's like counterpoint. You have to sustain one thing while other things are happening. So there's this kind of overlap that's happening with all the notes. The next line is the third fixed finger. The next one after that is the fixed fourth finger. And I should be going a little bit slower, actually. I'd recommend going extremely slowly because you want to hear the actual sustain of each note. If you go fast, you can't really tell if it would have clipped if it was slower. So you might as well just go slow, listening to each one. So as far as tips for you, right hand fingering, you can use anything you want. I've been doing thumb on the bass notes. Thumb, 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 finger, thumb, thumb, thumb. And then switching to thumb, finger, 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 thumb, like I said, it's more about the left hand focus here and the left hand finger independence. That's the right hand fingering. As far as tips, just remember all the things that you don't want to do when you're practicing left hand technique. That's things like throw the wrist out too much, overextend fingers. Instead, you want them curved. You want the wrist in. If you're having trouble with that, if you're like this, if you just relax your hand and just bring that wrist in, the thing that you'll notice with the fingers, particularly this fourth finger here, is that when you bring your palm in and your wrist in, your finger curves, which is great. That's what you want. And remember, this finger can come in at a 45-degree angle here, like that, and so can this one. So you want to play in your fingertips. Try to be close to the fret, particularly with your first finger, because if your first finger is close to the fret, all the fingers will be a little bit closer. But do your best. Sometimes these fingers don't like to separate very well. Play on your fingertips, curve your fingers. I think that your thumb, for me, my thumb generally stays behind my second finger when I do this. And in this exercise, unlike the other exercises, if you watch the first video out of my ebook, or the second video that is, with the left hand technique, I recommend just moving the thumb along with the fingers. So like, just keeping the exact same hand position no matter where you are. In this exercise, you can't. In this exercise, my thumb is right about here right now, around the center of the guitar in the back. And you can't because you have to keep a finger fixed. So that means your thumb will remain in the same place for the whole exercise. My thumb is just remaining right about here. Your hand will just look like you're cupping an orange or something like that the whole time. There's just more opportunity for strain in this exercise. So if you're feeling any pain or anything like that, just stop immediately. And also, if you're just starting, if you're feeling like you're more of on the early intermediate level, then I'd recommend you just move everything up to the 5th position and just do the finger pattern up there. Or if it's the second finger, whoops. It's just easier up here, the frets are closer together and your hand isn't all out here. So that's an exercise for securing your left hand position. It's also a great finger independence exercise. And it's kind of what guitar playing is all about when you get to higher advanced levels. I mean, you got to be holding certain things down while doing other things. And you have to have a secure, solid hand position. So you can practice that one. If you need the ebook, you can go to thisisclassicalguitar.com and it comes with tab and all those things. And I'll be making videos for the rest of these as well. These are actually updated videos. I've made previous ones which you can also watch. Thanks very much.